Random variable x has this probability distribution for x equals 1 to 40, and we're asked to find the probability that x is greater than 39. Well, actually, that just means that x has to equal 40. And we sub in 40, we're going to get 41 over 860. Now it's given that x is even, and we're asked to determine the probability that x is less than 10. So probability x less than 10 given x even. That's how we'd write that down. And the probability of A given B is the probability of A and B over the probability of B. Because when you have your Venn diagram, like this, we've got A and B, we know that B definitely happened. So this didn't happen, this didn't happen, and we're interested in this event happening. So it's the probability of that event happening divided by the probability of the entire, we're just scaling it basically, the probability of all of this happening, probability of B happening. And so that's what it's going to be here. It's going to be the probability that x is less than 10 and x is even divided by the probability that x is even. So if it's less than 10 and even, then it's got to be the probability that x equals 2 plus the probability that x equals 4, then 6, and then 8. Not 10 because it's got to be less than 10. And then we're going to be dividing by the probability that x equals 2 plus the probability x equals 4. And there's lots of these to add this time. We're going to go all the way up to the probability that x equals 40. So let's work this out. So the probability that x equals 2 is actually 1 over 860 times 3 when I sub it in. So 3 over 860. Then when I put in 4, I'm going to get 5 over 860. And I can just write it as 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9 all over 860. I've just combined it all together. And then I'm going to be dividing by very similar. It's going to be 3 plus 5 plus 7. But now I need to go all the way up to the last one, 41 over 860. In fact, the 860s cancel. The top becomes 8 plus 16, 24. Whilst the bottom, I don't want to be calculating that by hand, but it's actually an arithmetic series. So A is equal to 3, D is equal to 2. I'm adding up 20 terms, or Sn is a half n, not half a, this isn't a formula book, a half n 2a plus n minus 1d. So it will be a half n 6 plus 2 n minus 1. All right, so S20 is going to be 10 times 6 plus 2 times 19. That's 38, plus 6 is 44. I'm going to get 440. So 24 over 440. And we can leave it like that. We could also write it to three significant figures, 0.0545. That's it. That is our probability that x is less than 10 given that x is even.